The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Bulgaria. Weighing in.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Monday Night Raw. We're here live. Sold out here in Toronto for Monday Night Raw here on Netflix. Have we just heard our announcement tonight? We have a huge night of action here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, in a sold out Scotiabank Arena. This is Monday Night Raw live on Netflix. And we're kicking things off with Rusev going one-on-one with the ruler, Oba Femi, live on Monday Night Raw, right here on Netflix. This is our first match of the night, and we're getting ready for action. And we're getting ready for our first match of the night, ladies and gentlemen. But still come tonight, we have some huge matches to get to tonight. We have a huge no-one contenders match later on tonight between CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. But tonight, we're going to find out what happens here live on Monday Night Raw. And here comes the ruler, Oba Femi. Woo! Well, ladies and gentlemen, Oba Femi, the ruler from NXT, ready to dominate here on Monday Night Raw one-on-one with the Redeemer, with the man known as Rusev, the man who was the former United States champion, former World Heavyweight champion here in WWE, but tonight he's here, ready to fight. Oba Femi, live on Raw, to kick off this unforgettable evening here in the Scotiabank Arena. Sold out here on Monday Night Raw. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for action here in Toronto. Oba Femi versus the ruler. Oba Femi versus the Redeemer, Rusev. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting it right here. Here we go. A brawl is underway here. They are fighting out here early on. It's a brawl to kick off Raw. Oba Femi versus Rusev here on Monday Night Raw, live on Netflix. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have an official with us tonight, Charles Robinson, who's our official for this match tonight, for this matchup here on Monday Night Raw tonight, here in the Scotiabank Arena, here in Toronto. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we just told you a few months ago, that later on tonight we're gonna have a match between CM Punk and the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, where the winner will go on to face the World Heavyweight Champion, Seth freaking Rollins, in 3 weeks, live in Paris at Saturday night's main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen, we got championship matches on tonight here here on Monday Night Raw. Championship matches here on Raw tonight. But this is our first match of the night. Oba Femi versus Rusev here on Monday Night Raw. Our first match of the evening here on Monday Night Raw, live on Netflix. And here we go, the ruler, Oba Femi and Rusev. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the ruler, Oba Femi and Rusev. One-on-one action here, ladies and gentlemen. We are literally sold out here on Monday Night Raw. Oba Femi versus Rusev here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. On Netflix tonight as well. On Netflix. But here we go, Rusev and Oba Femi here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Here on Monday Night Raw, Rusev and Oba Femi. And the ruler, Oba Femi and Rusev, one-on-one action here in Toronto on Monday Night Raw. I was with Rusev earlier today. He told me he's ready to put Oba Femi in his place tonight and show Oba Femi and show Oba he is the real ruler of the WWE. Well, Obafemi and Rusev, one-on-one action here, ladies and gentlemen. Obafemi and Rusev, one-on-one action here on Monday Night Raw. Live on Netflix, here in Toronto, Canada. What a night it's going to be, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Rusev versus Obafemi, right here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Obafemi and Rusev, one-on-one action here. Back in the room we go. Both men back inside the ring here on Monday Night Raw. It's Rusev and Obafemi. Well, ladies and gentlemen, big-time matchup here. Here comes Oba. The ruler, Obafemi, lays down Rusev. Is that it for Rusev? Rusev kicks out at 2. But the Rusev kicks out at 2. The Morgani Brute kicks out at 2. Here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. And Rusev, the ruler of NXT Obafemi, not looking too good right now. Is Oba against the dangerous man, Rusev. The most dangerous opponent, Rusev. Most dangerous man, Rusev. Here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Well, Rusev and Obafemi. Monday Night Raw action here, folks. So here tonight, Obafemi versus Rusev on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Here in Toronto, Canada. Here in Toronto. We are sold out. And we're on the road to Saturday night's main event, which is 3 weeks away, ladies and gentlemen. You won't want to miss in 3 weeks. Live on pay-per-view, live on PLE Live. But ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Obafemi has Rusev where he wants. Down goes Rusev, down by the ruler of NXT. But Rusev kicks out in the nick of time here on Monday Night Raw. Rusev and Obafemi here on Monday Night Raw, live on Netflix, ladies and gentlemen. Obafemi versus Rusev, live, sold out, here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Oh, look at this. It's locked in. Yes, it is. It's locked in on Obafemi. Rusev calls this the accolade. The accolade is locked in on Obafemi. Will Oba tap here tonight, or will Obafemi be the man to beat Rusev here tonight in Toronto in our first match of the night here in the Scotia, here in Toronto? But here we go. Obafemi escapes it. Here's Oba. And the ruler of NXT, Obafemi. Down goes Rusev again by the ruler. 1, 2, kick out 2 by Rusev. Monster kick. The monster kick. Oba's busted open. Here we go. It's time. The accolade is locked in on Oba, and Oba taps. Rusev beats Obafemi here on Monday Night Raw. What a match to kick off Raw we just saw here tonight on Monday Night Raw here in Toronto. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a match we saw here to kick off Raw. But come up next, we got some more action for you, ladies and gentlemen. Come up next, we're going to have the championship match, as we're going to find out. We'll have a match coming up next. We'll have a match coming up next here on Monday Night Raw. But ladies and gentlemen, what a match this was here tonight. Obafemi cannot put away Rusev tonight. And the ruler tapped out to the accolade here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix.
Here is your winner, Rusev.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Rusev not done with Obafemi. A little more injury. Suffering the injury here. Another accolade locked in on Obafemi. Oba's passing out. Oba is knocked out cold. But ladies and gentlemen, come next. We're going to find out. We have a championship match for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. That match is live and it happens next. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Monday Night Raw.
And is for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Women's Intercontinental Championship match here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. And here comes the Intercontinental Champion, Maxxine Dupri. Well, Maxxine Dupri holding that title all the way from WrestleMania. She defeated Charlotte Flair for the title at WrestleMania last year, but tonight she has the opportunity. Now she's the champ, but tonight she said she wanted a match as anyone. She said she was going to come out here tonight and issue a challenge to anyone in the back to face her tonight for the championship in an open challenge. Who will it be? We still don't know who it is. I don't know who it is either tonight, but we're going to find out, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up next, right here on Monday Night Raw, and we're going to get a championship match up next. Maxxine Dupri defends the Women's Intercontinental Championship, just a mystery opponent, live next on Raw. Well, who's her opponent going to be tonight? She's announcing she's put the title on the line tonight, waiting for her opponent. She told the world she's ready for put the title on the line tonight. We're going to find out who her opponent is right now here on Raw. Who's it going to be? Who's her opponent? Wait a minute. All the way from AAA, this is Lady Flamer. Oh my God! What debut here on Raw tonight? What debut? This is going to be tonight, ladies and gentlemen. What debut? AAA superstar Flamer here on Monday Night Raw, accepting the open challenge of Maxxine Dupri tonight here on Monday Night Raw. Who would have thought this was going to happen? I didn't in a million years. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to find out live who's going to become the new Women's Intercontinental Champion here tonight. Will Lady Flamer be the new Women's Intercontinental Champion here tonight on Monday Night Raw? We're going to find out live next here on Monday Night Raw.
Introducing the challenger from Monterrey, Mexico, Flamer. And her opponent from Phoenix, Arizona, the WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion, Maxxine Dupri.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Maxxine Dupri, the Women's Intercontinental Champion, looking to defend the title here on Monday Night Raw. She's doing 1-on-1 with Flamer here on Monday Night Raw for the Intercontinental Championship right here. Let's see what happens here. Will we get anything happening here? Here we go. And look at this. A handshake is being given to both competitors, both women. Here we go. Handshake been approved. There's going to be a good match now. The hands have been shook. And here we go. Match underway here for the Women's Intercontinental Championship right here on Monday Night Raw. Here on Monday Night Raw. Here we go. Lady Flamer versus Maxxine Dupri here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We are sold out here tonight. What a night's going to be here. What a way to kick it off. We had Rusev defeat Obafemi and then put lock Oba in the accolade. Locked him in the accolade, and he tapped, and he passed out. He literally passed out in the middle of the ring. I'm aware that Obafemi is doing okay, but he was sent to the local hospital here in Toronto. But ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Women's Intercontinental Championship match underway here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. It's going to be a big match here for Flamer. Triple A superstar making her debut here on Monday Night Raw in WWE as well. Here tonight, showing the world some new abilities, some new stuff here in WWE people have never seen before with the Luchas. But here, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Lady Flamer versus Maxine Dupree for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Right here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix in Toronto, Canada. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a night it's been so far. That's going to be tonight. We still have a huge match to get to tonight, later on tonight, as we will see the man Becky Lynch defend the Women's World Championship in an open challenge later on tonight. It is the mystery opponent. I still don't know who the opponent is. No clue who they are, but we'll find out later on tonight here on Monday Night Raw. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Women's Intercontinental Championship matchup for Braun here on Monday Night Raw tonight. Big matchup here where this match will stay champion. But here we go, Lady Flamer and Maxine Dupree for the Women's Intercontinental Championship right here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Here we go. Oh, look here. What's this? Oh, my goodness. Maxine Dupree is down. Could that be for Maxine to get the Flamer to the victory here? No, it's not. To go 2 by Maxine, by the champ, Maxine Dupree. Here on Monday Night Raw. Here's Maxine. Dupree did homage to her friend Otis here. Look at this. Maxine Dupree. 1, 2, kick out 2 by Flamer, kicks out 2. Here on Monday Night Raw. Here we go, big match feel. Here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Here tonight in Toronto. Ladies and gentlemen, we still have a huge main event. We still have a huge match tonight. We'll face Seth Rollins in Paris at Saturday night's main event. But here we go. Match on the way here. Who's going to win tonight? Lady Flamer. Down goes Maxine Dupree. Maxine Dupree is down. Lady Flamer. Look at this. Oh my goodness. That could be it here. 1, 2 count by Maxine. Dupree kicks out 2. We could have had a new champ. Here, we could have had a new champion here. Maxine Dupree. Here's a Maxine homage to an old friend, to Chad Gable, with the ankle lock here. But the ankle lock's locked in on Lady Flamer. Will she tap out tonight? Maxine Dupree looking to keep the title here, looking to stay champion a little longer here in WWE here tonight. And look at this as she gets out. She escapes the submission. Flamer escapes the submission here in Toronto. And again, another brutal beatdown again. Maxine Dupree's out cold. We have a new champ. Wait a minute. Maxine Dupree. Here's a Maxine. Ankle lock. Again, the ankle lock again locked in. And this time, the ankle lock gets her the victory. What a win. And what a ton of effects for Maxine Dupree here on Raw tonight. What an incredible match we saw here live on Monday Night Raw. here on Netflix. Well, what a match we saw here tonight. An incredible fight here on Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen. And what a win for Maxine Dupree, who is still the Women's Intercontinental Champion here tonight on Raw.
The WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Maxine Dupree with a victory tonight. She wins. She is still the Women's Intercontinental Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, but come next with more action for you live next on Monday Night Raw. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Monday Night Raw. Time for the tag team action. And here comes the Vision. Here is the Vision. Paul Heyman, Bronson Reed, and Braun Breaker. And the badass Braun Breaker. This is the Vision.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Making their way to the ring, accompanied by Paul Heyman, at a combined weight of 580 pounds. Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, the Vision.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Vision here on Monday Night Raw, the Vision. Monday Night Raw tag action of the Vision. Going one-on-one with tag action as a mystery tag team against Penta and a mystery tag team partner here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Who's it going to be? We're going to find out live in moments, ladies and gentlemen, as the Vision are going for tag team action here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Tag action live next. The Vision is in action live next on Raw. Well, ladies and gentlemen, who's the opponent going to be tonight? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we found the tag team partner of Penta, his former tag team partner in the Lucha Brothers, the Lucha Bros. It's Rey Fénix. He's here on Monday Night Raw.
And the opponents, first from Ecatepec, Mexico, weighing in at 202 pounds, Rey Fénix.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Penta found a friend and ally tonight in Rey Fénix. As Rey Fénix and Penta have history. They were former TNA Tag Team Champions. They were former AEW Tag Team Champions. But tonight, they get an opportunity to take a spot in the future and show why they are not only the best tag team, but the best tag team in the damn world. Is Penta and this man, Rey Fénix. And here is his tag team partner, Penta. No fear for Penta tonight.
partner from Ecatepec, Mexico, weighing in at 94 kilos, penta!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's give you a little backstory why this match was made by our general manager, Adam Pearce. Let's tell you a little bit of a backstory, what happened, how we got to this match. Last week at WrestleMania, last year at WrestleMania, Penta almost had the win, but then Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed came out of nowhere with the help of Paul Heyman, who steal chairs and tossed him the opportunity to become World Heavyweight Champion. But he said he wanted to fight, he got to fight tonight. And the general manager, Adam Pearce, made this match official. It is Penta and Rey Fenix versus the Vision here on Monday Night Raw. Oh, the Vision and the Lucha Brothers. The Lucha Bros is what they used to be called. Well, I don't know if we can still call them that, but we are going to call them that throughout the match here on Monday Night Raw. As this is a big night, big fight, and a big battle tonight for sure. These two men have history. We all know what happened. We also know, what I forgot to tell you too, is that when Penta was ambushed backstage on the night after WrestleMania, out came his best friend, Rey Fenix, came out to help him, but then he got a steel chair to the face, courtesy of Braun Breaker. Courtesy of Braun Breaker. We're on Monday Night Raw. Courtesy of Braun Breaker, ladies and gentlemen. Courtesy of Braun Breaker. The man who with the biggest, the spear that would rip you in half. And already blood being shown on the face of Rey Fenix here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. And the tribal thief, Bronson Reed, delivering a beatdown early on to Rey Fenix. And now, it looks like the tribal thief doesn't notice. Penta's in. Here comes Penta. And now Penta's in the match. Now here comes Penta. The man who Bronson Reed cost him the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. A few weeks back. Here we go. Bronson Reed outside of the ring. There's Bronson Reed here. And Penta. And now Bronson Reed laying down Penta. Penta's down by Bronson, but beating Bronson Reed. Or what we all like to call him, the tribal thief. The tribal thief. Bronson Reed. Here we go. Mexican Destroyer. 1, 2, no. Not even a close one there. Penta almost put him away, but Penta knew he can't put him away early on. Here we go. Oh, here's the man that injured Penta, that cost Penta the World Heavyweight Championship. Championship of WrestleMania. This man, Braun Breaker, the badass, the destructor, the destroyer, the bone breaker, Braun Breaker. Well, Braun Breaker didn't forget anything in the past, but Braun Breaker now joining with the Vision, more dangerous than ever before here tonight on Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Penta and Rey Fenix, not looking too good now. Penta and Rey Fenix. Here we go. Penta with a kick to the face, and now here we go. Now here comes Rey Fenix. Is in the match. Now goes Rey Fenix. Well, Rey Fenix, down goes Braun Breaker. Here on Monday Night Raw. Breaker's down. Rey Fenix takes down Breaker here on Monday Night Raw. What a match. This 10 match continues live on Monday Night Raw. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Monday Night Raw. Live on Netflix. Live on Netflix here in Toronto. Before the break, we saw Braun Breaker on the outside of the ring be attacked being taken out by Ray Phoenix. Well, here we go, Ray Phoenix and Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. And oh my goodness, the badass Braun Breaker going outside. I don't know what Braun Breaker was thinking going outside the ring there. The badass Braun Breaker saying he's ready to break the world. Break it down here. And Braun Breaker almost grabbed that that baseball bat on Monday Night Raw, but here we go. The badass Braun Breaker, the biggest, baddest motherfucker. Braun Breaker. Holy shit. Spear that broke him in half. Double penta. Breaker broke Ray Phoenix in half with that spear. But kicked out. A kick out after that incredible spear by the badass Braun Breaker of the Vision. And Ray Phoenix, he wants revenge. He wants it more. Here comes Ray Phoenix. He's going for something against Braun Breaker. Uh-oh. Bronson Reed, Tribal Thief, is thrown out the ring. Tribal Thief is out. The Tribal Thief. What was he doing outside the ring? That was a bad idea there. That wasn't smart. And look at this. And now Penta get manhandled here by Braun Breaker. By the badass Braun Breaker. You're on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. On Netflix, and the badass Braun Breaker. The badass Braun Breaker. Ray Phoenix and Braun Breaker here. Match is continuing on here. Kick to the face. 99. Braun Breaker here. Ray Phoenix. Down goes Breaker. And what a move there. That could be it here, folks. One, not even one. Bronson, the badass, the Tribal Thief, Bronson Reed, just saved the match for Braun Breaker, for the badass Braun Breaker. And Braun Breaker, he's not going down without a fight tonight, is the badass Braun Breaker. We saw what the spear he did to Ray Phoenix. But here we go. This is going to be a fight. This is going to be a brawl. This is going to be hell for Ray Phoenix. And that hell has a name. And that hell is the Tribal Thief. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh no! The tsunami! Is that it? Penta saves the match. Penta saves the day. But Penta is laid out there by Bronson Reed of the Vision. And the Vision showing why they are the most dangerous team in the world. The Vision. After dropping the dead weight, they say the dead weight of Seth freaking Rollins. We all know Rollins is not here, is the World Heavyweight Champion. We all know that Rollins is the World Heavyweight Champion. He will defend the title against CM Punk or Cody Rhodes at Saturday night's main event, live in Paris, France. Live in Paris, France. Paris, France. Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed. Here we go, super kick again. Oh, look, getting involved now. Paul Heyman finally getting involved. Is the wise man, the Oracle. Their Oracle getting involved. The Oracle got involved. in this match. Since the Oracle got involved, this is all hell broken loose now. Uh-oh. Ray Phoenix is in trouble by the Tribal Thief. The tsunami to the lifeless corpse of Ray Phoenix. Oh my God. Penta has busted open Bronson Reed. And Reed's not happy. The Tribal Thief is not happy. The Tribal Thief was not pleased with what was going on there. Here we go. Ray Phoenix has him where he wants him. Ray Phoenix has him. Ray Phoenix has him now. Ray Phoenix has bring up Bronson Reed. Reed's in trouble now. Look who's getting involved yet again. The Oracle, Paul Heyman. The Oracle. Getting involved yet again. And now, the Oracle gets involved. Now what's going on now? What is this about now? The Tribal Thief is now manhandling. Now manhandling Penta, who's laying on our announce table. On our announce table. Holy shit! Penta's down there. The ref can't do anything about this brutal attack. And this is there's anything happening here in this match now, we know. And Penta. Uh-oh. Holy shit! Penta broken in half by the Tribal Thief. Bronson Reed by the Tribal Thief. He's not getting up after that. He will not be getting up after that. The tsunami. 1, 2, 3. And the Vision stand tall here tonight. Well, the Vision, they showed out tonight. They said they will destroy Penta and whoever he brings to the ring. Watch this. Penta got destroyed by Bronson Reed on the outside of the ring, but watch this. And the distraction by the Oracle, Paul Heyman. And look. And then the tsunami. And that was all it took to take apart Ray Phoenix and Penta tonight.
Bronson Reed in Braun Breaker, the Vision.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Vision proved tonight that they are why they are the most dangerous faction in WWE. And why they are dangerous men. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a match. But we have more action for you next on Monday Night Raw. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to more Monday Night Raw. And here comes the first masked man, Austin Theory, who tonight, he's ready to take out the dead weight of his former best friend, former tag team partner, Grayson Waller, here tonight.
Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Paul Heyman, representing the Vision from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, Austin Theory.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Austin Theory, part of the Vision. We just saw the Vision destroy both Penta and Ray Phoenix here tonight, here moments ago. And Underwood Penta had been sent to the local local hospital here in Toronto after that brutal attack through that door announce table. But ladies and gentlemen, this match is coming up. Austin Theory is ready to destroy, to take apart his former friend, Grayson Waller, who calls himself the Big G in the Big G now in WWE, but now he has to prove he can stand on his own without Austin Theory. Oh, here we go. Grayson Waller. He's here, and he's ready to prove to everyone that there is no one better than Grayson Waller.
And his opponent from Sydney, Australia, weighing in at 204 pounds, Grayson Waller.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Grayson Waller. Here tonight, he's had a word with Grayson Waller earlier today. He told me that Austin Theory was like a brother to him. Was like a brother to him. Was like a brother to him. But when he left with an injury, he had to pick up the slack on his own. So that's why he decided to join the New Day and become the Big G of the New Day. And since Big E was taken out of was brutally attacked by the New Day at WrestleMania. New Day WrestleMania. But here we go. Grayson Waller getting involved here and all of this. Theory taking advantage of the out early on, attacking his former friend, and his former best friend, former ally, Grayson Waller, who's now been busted open. Now been busted open by Austin Theory. By Austin Theory of the Vision. He has a new attitude, Austin Theory. A new dangerous attitude. We saw what he did when he wore a mask. We thought it was Seth Rollins. It was not Seth. Indeed, it was this man, Austin Theory, who pulled off the mask, showed the world who he is, who he was. And the Vision that was the Vision's plan all along, was Austin Theory as the masked man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is brutal here. Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. Best friend Waller, not looking too good now, is Waller. Brutalized here tonight. Is Grayson Waller getting brutalized here by his former friend, Austin Theory. Former friend Austin Theory, who turned his back on his former friend, Grayson Waller, who tried to give the fans a good appreciation here tonight in Toronto, but Theory didn't want that. Theory wanted to just beat the hell out of Grayson Waller, out of his former friend, former tag team partner, Grayson Waller. And they were a team known as A-Town Down Under, but ever since this beginning, since this new change, Austin Theory has been changed, for my opinion, been changed for the worst, for the absolute worst. Well, Austin Theory may want to say he grew apart from Grayson Waller, proves he didn't need Grayson Waller, but tonight he's proving Waller nobody needs Grayson Waller here. Count of 7 by our official here. And oh my God, no, not like this. Stop. The stomping. Oh my goodness. Oh, wait a minute. Theory, attack the official. The official's out. Oh no. Wait a minute. Theory, the sled to steal the kendo stick to the back of the skull of his former best friend, Grayson Waller. Oh no. It's A-Town down. And now Theory's down with A-Town down, and the ref's down as well. The referee is down and out here. The ref is down. Grayson Waller. The ref called for the match here. Waller wins by disqualification. No one we thought we'd see, but Waller won the match tonight. I'll show you what happened here. Waller won by disqualification. Don't see here the attack here. Watch this. But then watch this, a candlestick. Thought it was going to be over. Thought Waller. Thought this was going to be able to watch this. Right over, the referee got up and called the match out. Theory could compete. Theory could not compete in that match. Theory could not compete. There was a no contest for Theory. For Grayson Waller, ladies and gentlemen, we'll come next. We're going to hear for the Women's World Champion, the man, Becky Lynch, who's here live, next on Raw. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here comes the Women's World Champion, the man, Becky Lynch, who we all know tonight defends the Women's World Championship in an open challenge later on tonight in our main event. But the man is here. What does the man have to say? Well, the man, Becky Lynch, has some words here for the crowd here in Toronto, saying that she is the best women's champion of all time. Says no one is on her level, that tonight she will beat anyone who steps in the ring with her. And she even says, she's going to destroy her opponent tonight in our main event. And stays the champion, but we'll see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see what happens there, ladies and gentlemen. But coming up next, we find out we'll face Seth freaking Rollins at Rollins live in Paris, France. That's our main event of this versus Rhodes. And that match is coming up next on Monday Night Raw. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on Monday Night Raw. And here we go. Match we've been waiting for all night. Where this match will go on to face Seth freaking Rollins at Saturday night's main event in Paris, France. But we're going to find out, ladies and gentlemen, what happens here in moments. As it is time for this incredible match here on Monday Night Raw.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 222 pounds, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Cody Rhodes here tonight in action. Cody versus CM Punk, the best in the world, versus the American Nightmare on Monday Night Raw. This is going to be a match we do not want to miss. And it is live on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. And we're going to find out in moments who will face Seth freaking Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship in 3 weeks in Paris at Saturday night's main event. But here we go. And here comes the former World Heavyweight Champion, the best in the world, CM Punk. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there have been rumblings around the back that tonight's going to be a big surprise for Becky. It'll be a surprise in the main event. I don't know if that's true or not, but we'll find out later on tonight, still to come, in our main event, which will be live later on this evening. Well, ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk ready to become the best in the world champion again against Seth Rollins.
Weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the best in the world, CM Punk, and the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. They have history. They were former friends, former allies, but tonight, they put on the line tonight for an opportunity to go to Paris, France, and face Seth freaking Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship in 3 weeks at Saturday night's main event. Well, ladies and gentlemen, and then we're on the road to the Elimination Chamber. Then we'll be on the road to the Chamber. We'll find out Chamber matches. Whether that match will go on to face the winner of the Money in the Bank briefcase. We don't know what the next match, the next pay-per-view will be on the card. But ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Cody Rhodes and CM Punk are walking both side by side to each other. Here we go. They're throwing handshakes. They're about to give a handshake to each other here. Cody and Punk. Handshake. Both these men. Little bit of giving a good opportunity here for these two men. Proving they are friends in the end. And tonight's all about one thing. Proving you are the world, being the winner. There only can be one winner tonight, though. Tonight. And whoever that wins tonight will face Seth freaking Rollins at Saturday night's main event in Paris, France. But the loser want to stay in the back of stay in the U.S. and stay in the back and be put in the back of the line and not be able to then be put and have to fight their way back to this opportunity. But CM Punk, a word with the best in the world earlier today, the word with CM Punk. He told me that tonight's about one thing. Proving you belong. Proving you are what you say you are. Prove you are the best in the world. In WWE. And CM Punk said to me earlier today, he said he's ready to prove to Cody he is the best in the world. To prove to Cody that if he beats Cody, he will not give him any bad, he will not be bad towards Cody. He will not be evil against Cody. He will be kind, and he will raise his hand if he wins tonight. That what CM Punk told me today, and so did Cody Rhodes. Cody said he has history with Punk. Both made history in AEW. But now they make history in WWE, where we're going live in Paris, France, for Saturday night's main event in just 3 weeks. In just 3 weeks away, we're going to finally face Seth freaking Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. But here we are, CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes. Monday Night Raw action. Here tonight, sold out. Here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Here we go, and Punk, the American Nightmare, and CM Punk. Well, CM Punk, here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I've got word from our general manager, Adam Pearce, that next week on Raw, we'll have a match between Rey Fenix and Bronson Reed. Rey Fenix and the Tribal Thief, Bronson Reed, but the Vision will be banned from ringside this next Monday night when we come to you live from Chicago. Come to you live from Chicago, Illinois. We're live in Chicago, Illinois next Monday night, live on Netflix. But ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk, will he be going to Chicago? Will he celebrate in Chicago? Will he be in Chicago CM Punk. Oh, well, Cody Rhodes get that opportunity before him. Cody Rhodes almost over the coat, almost went for him, and Cody Rhodes locked into the anaconda vice by CM Punk. Punk has him locked in. Cody's in deep trouble here by Punk. CM Punk wants him more. Punk wants to beat Seth freaking Rollins, and Punk does it. Punk makes Cody tap, and Punk is going to Saturday night's main event. While CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, what a match. Both men gave them their all tonight, but only one man proved he is indeed the best in the world, CM Punk. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Here is your winner.
what a win for CM Punk. Well, ladies and gentlemen, and we all know now the match has been made official now. It is CM Punk versus Seth freaking Rollins at Saturday night's main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. But ladies and gentlemen, coming up next is our main event. The man, Becky Lynch, defends the Women's World Championship against a mystery opponent. Live next on Monday Night Raw. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is time for the main event of Monday Night Raw.
And it's for the WWE Women's World Championship.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, our main event is up next here in Toronto. And here is the Women's World Champion, the man, Becky Lynch, who said earlier today she will put any woman down who she thinks she says she's going to win tonight and prove she is not just the best women's wrestler, but she is the best women's champion. Not just her saying it. She says everyone is saying it here at WWE. But he has an option tonight against a mystery opponent. We don't know who Becky Lynch's opponent is tonight. No clue. Becky doesn't even know. Becky has no clue at all as well. But ladies and gentlemen, the man Becky Lynch is in action live next in our main event. Becky Lynch versus a mystery opponent for the Women's World Championship. And we're going to find out live next who's going to answer the call. We find out live next. Well, I said tonight I'll put open challenge, and I'm here. So, who's my opponent? Who's my opponent? Well, who's the opponent of Becky Lynch? Becky's waiting for her title all over her hand. Who's the opponent tonight? We have no clue. I have no idea as well. Wait a minute! It can't be! Becky's seen a ghost! And that ghost is AJ Lee. She's back. And she's here. Accepting the open challenge for the man Becky Lynch. What a shocker here in Toronto. AJ Lee is back. And she's here for the title. Well, Becky Lynch said she wanted an opponent for anyone, but she didn't expect this woman, AJ Lee. I didn't expect it either, but AJ Lee's here, and she is in this match live here on Raw. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back on this show. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick little break. After we get the introduction, we'll take a quick little break. We'll be right back with more action here on Monday Night Raw. More with the Women's World Championship match between Becky Lynch and AJ Lee.
And her opponent from Dublin, Ireland, the WWE Women's World Champion, the man, Becky Lynch.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Becky Lynch, the Women's World Champion, defender title against AJ Lee. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to find out what happens next. But ladies and gentlemen, we're right back on this short break. Don't go away, we're right back on this short. This very, very short commercial break. Don't go away, we're right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back here live. The man Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee for the Women's World Championship. We're going to stare down here in the ring. Both these women face to face in a long time coming. But the man is come around here tonight on Netflix against AJ Lee for the Women's World Championship. Here we go, the man Becky Lynch and AJ Lee for the Women's World Championship. This is our main event here on Netflix. Who wants it more tonight? AJ Lee versus the man Becky Lynch. And Becky gonna prove she wants it more than AJ Lee does tonight. As the man Becky Lynch showing the world why she is the best, the greatest of all time, the GOAT. And Becky Lynch is laid out there by AJ Lee here on Monday Night Raw on Netflix tonight. A battle of this neck breaker by AJ Lee, who has not lost a step since being away from WWE. She's back, and she's here in this championship match against Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch. And she says she does not like, she despises Becky Lynch. Because Becky Lynch is with Seth Rollins, the person who hates her husband, CM Punk, for no reason. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are to find out, but we all know now that CM Punk will face Seth Rollins at Saturday night's main event. Here we go. Wait a minute. AJ's been busted open. AJ Lee's been busted open by the man Becky Lynch. The man Becky Lynch has busted open AJ Lee. AJ Lee's busted open. Well, AJ Lee's been busted open here on Monday Night Raw here in Toronto. AJ Lee and Becky and the man Becky Lynch. Well, the man Becky Lynch, right outside the ring, is the man that Becky Lynch knows she did not lose the match by via count out. We'll see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. We go back back inside the ring. The man Becky Lynch and AJ Lee here on Monday Night Raw in our main event for the Women's World Championship. World title. And again, AJ Lee and the man Becky Lynch. Monday Night Raw, our main event for the Women's World Championship. Here we go, the man Becky Lynch and AJ Lee. Here we go. Match is on way here. Fight for the fight here in our main event for the Women's World Championship. AJ Lee versus the man Becky Lynch for the Women's World Championship. Will AJ Lee beat the man and become the new Women's World Champion? The man just taken out there by AJ Lee. AJ Lee has the man in trouble. Uh-oh. No, not like this. Oh, yes. The Black Widow. The Black Widow. Becky taps to the Black Widow. AJ Lee's a new champ. Well, ladies and gentlemen, AJ Lee, the new Women's World Champion. She beats Becky Lynch here on Monday Night Raw. Well, Becky Lynch thought she could put it away here, but watch this. And then the Black Widow and Becky had to tap out. But you had to tap out there.
Here's your winner, and the new WWE Women's World Champion, AJ Lee.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, they will join us for Monday Night Raw. We have a new Women's World Champion. AJ Lee is the new Women's World Champion. What a night, ladies and gentlemen. They will join us. We'll see you next Monday Night on Raw, live from Chicago. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us tonight from Toronto. We'll see you next week tonight from Toronto. We'll see you next week in Chicago.